Hi, I am Rachel Girot. I am the art teacher at U12 Virtual Academy. I teach several art classes, and I'm just going to give you a quick preview of some of the different classes that we have so that you can choose the one that fits the best. So the first class that I teach is Fine Art A, covers art from ancient times and the Renaissance. In this class, students will learn art history, and so K-12 actually has kind of a textbook that you'd have in school. Each of the different subunits has a quiz to go with it to just check to make sure the students are getting it. For example, what complementary colors does Paul Gauguin use in Lorana Maria? At the end of the unit, there will be a test. To differentiate my instruction, I like to make video tutorials for the tests that review the information, give those students what's really important.
Today we're going to be focusing on strand 3 in this first part, responding.
I'm also a huge fan of vocabulary.
You can talk about it. So to articulate is to actually say something. So if you say it well, someone might praise you by saying that you're articulate.
I use a lot of videos to supplement the K-12 textbook because, let's face it, not all students are going to read the digital textbook. I like to include videos.
These are the elements of art. Line, shape, form, space, color, value, and texture.
We'll learn the elements and principles of art, and they'll learn how to identify how they are used in famous artworks. And of course, we learn about famous artworks, both past and present.
With personal meaning and external context. Standard 2 of this is to describe how knowledge of culture, traditions, and history may influence personal responses to art.
But the real artists I'm spotlighting in class are the students. After every project is submitted, have a 4-step critical thinking critique where students practice describing art, analyzing it, interpreting it, and evaluating it. In fact, at the end of each critique, students vote for a winner, and then they have to defend their election by writing a detailed 4-step critique. Most important parts of art is the refinement process, and students will turn work into me such as this, and I will use their work and I'll make videos and share those with the students, and I will show them how to render and refine their work.
When you grab a piece of tissue or just your finger and you start smudging. Back. One of the things worth noting is when you're smudging, you kind of want to smudge in the direction that the object would naturally go in. So back here, having fun. I'm just splashing the values on there.
So during a critique, I might have the students watch a short video to learn how to do some technique that I saw they needed to learn. My absolute favorite part of being an art teacher is getting to share the artwork that students submit with the whole entire class, and I'm going to now show you some of the projects that we do in Fine Art A. This is a drawing project. The students are working on creating three-dimensional form with shading and using a variety of tones, pure blacks, pure whites, And then I mentioned that the students do get to vote for a winner, so I do share the results then in the next critique of who students voted for, the runner-ups. I like to share lots of their work and make them feel great. If we ever have a tie, I honor the tie. Drum roll, please. Congratulations, Isabel, and congratulations, Claire. Oh, we have another one. Congratulations, Darian. And Natalie. And Misty Lynn. And Suzanne. Students are always encouraged to continue to reflect, re-engage, revise, and refine their work and submit it for more credit if they did not get a perfect score. And when students do use my feedback to refine and resubmit, I like to share that with the class. We do send our students clay and paint, so our students are able to create a nice Greek pot or some type of ancient artwork. Some students like to do ancient coins, nice, or reliefs. And of course, all of the projects do come with an instructional video. Favorite project in this class is we actually do a survey of art from all over the world. Get to create a cultural painting. I love to give students choices, so one of the other things they might do is just pick from a variety of different choices. For an ancient artwork, they might do a cave painting or something from ancient Egypt. Fine Arts B is awesome. Students are going to be creating Baroque sculptures that show very expressive facial features. Baroque drawing, and they'll work on learning how to set up their sculptures with lighting so that they're getting a nice chiaroscuro effect. Publishing a final photograph that is professional is very important to me. Students do painting projects where they're juxtaposing different techniques that are a little more impressionistic versus naturalistic. And it's always fun to see our students working from the comfort of their deck at home. How do I know it's the student's work? And they're halfway finished with it. Submit a picture, that way I know it's theirs. For example, beautiful artists, amazing. So you've been looking at some Fine Arts B artwork. Fine Arts B starts at the end of the Renaissance, takes us through the Baroque period all the way through modern art, and so students get a chance to do a little bit of multimedia if they like, showing us their modernist perspective on life, and to get creative and use objects they have around the house. They can do that in online school. Can you believe that was made from piping? So those were the fine arts classes, and I highly recommend the fine arts classes, A and B, because of the fact that the students get art history in depth, as well as the opportunity to make projects that connect with the art history that they learn about. And I also teach some multimedia classes. Another class that I would recommend is the digital photography class, that our students make amazing photography at home. And they can use a DSLR if they happen to have one. They'll learn how to use it in this class. And if they only have a camera on their phone, I'll have them maximizing how to use their cameras on their phones, because there's tons of apps that they can download to make their phones actually work like a real camera, or if they just have a pocket camera. This class is full of choices. The students won't learn how to print, so if you have a photography class at school where students learn how to print. Make sure they know that they won't be learning the printing techniques, but they will learn how to do post-production in a program that's similar to Photoshop. So they will learn how to do some Photoshopping, as you can see where the students are getting black and white with color emphasis. Students will learn how to do light painting, which is a complete hoot. They love that. They will also learn how to do that photo manipulation and create juxtaposition. They will learn how to create meaningful messages. And everybody's favorite, learning how to do the bokeh technique, where everything in the foreground is nice and sharp and then everything in the background just has that nice blur. Here is just a little snippet of what it would be like to come to my class.
Welcome back. So does anybody have any guesses as to why today I did my makeup like this? Why on earth would I do my makeup like that and wear these earrings? And today we're going to be talking about Andy Warhol, pop art, and color theory. And so let's review. Last week in class, we did part 1 of this assignment where we used selection tools to colorize 3 different sections of a photograph. Can you all name for me at least 2 different selection tools that you learned last week in GIMP? We've got the lasso tool, free trace, free select. Yeah, so they have different names. Quadriptych. Everybody grab a pointer. What is a quadriptych? Is it an artwork composed of 2 panels, an artwork composed of 3 panels, or an artwork composed of 4 panels? We're going to do a prefix waterfall. So everybody, if you don't know what a waterfall is, don't hit enter. You're going to type the answer in your chat bar, but you're going to wait until I say go to hit enter, okay? So what's it called when you have 2 panels? Type go! What? A double tick. That was the best guess. Biptych. Oh, I like Biptych, Jillian. That was cool. Toop tick. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, look at the right answers. It's a triptych. Very good.
My guess is that it's pronounced Paul-iptych.
Paul-iptych. Anybody else have a different guess? Next. Today we're going to be making some STEM connection. So we are going to be doing these steps. Who wants to read the steps of the engineering cycle for us? Go for it.
STEM connection. Engineering cycle. Ask, imagine, plan, create, improve.
Give me a check if you have in your life done all of the steps of the engineering cycle before. Heck yes. So we can all be engineers, huh? We didn't know that. I want you guys to ask some questions for me. So you're going to, this is the project part 2, okay? These are the directions again. You're going to create an Andy Warhol inspired quadriptych that incorporates 4 specific color schemes, okay? So what are some things that you might need to know in order to be able to do this project? Write your questions on the board. So if I answered those 3 questions, you guys can go do this project all by yourself without any other help? Specific colors, yes. Oh, good question. Good question. I like that one. Why are pizzas pizza? How do you get all the colors to blend together? Does it have to be the exact same photo? Or you are going to be learning to apply color properties, which you did in part 1 already. You should all know what hue, saturation, and value made. I'm going to let you just quickly read through those. And if you want to like put a check mark next to the ones you already know how to do, that would be cool. Awesome.
Andy Warhol was the most glamorous figure of 20th century America.
Hey, so did you guys like that little flick there? What do you think of Andy Warhol? There you go. He's screen printing. Very good.
Okay, so you can kind of get a general idea, and then I might summarize the whole game plan for the project they're working on. Here are the video tutorials that they're going to use to do the project, and then an exit ticket at the end of class so that students can show that they were paying attention. And that's how we do things at Utah Virtual Academy. It's awesome. The kids love it. It's a great experience for everybody.